seen Israel putting out videos, the IDF, Israel's Defense Forces, putting out videos showing tunnels leading from UN shelters, showing tunnels leading from UN schools, tunnels they allege were used by militants. And we didn't really see much of a response from UNRWA to that. I saw an interview with Philippe Lazzarini, the UNRWA chief, and he said he didn't know anything about that. But now this has been almost instantaneous. The information was presented yesterday, and what we know very little about the actual facts, James. It's quite interesting. Israel is usually not backward with presenting these kind of facts, but they haven't to us. But they must have presented something compelling to UNRWA itself. We know that they have fired 12 people pending an investigation, and that some of the information was intelligence Israel has gathered from Hamas militants whom it arrested after the October 7th attacks. So they came into Israel, they were arrested, and they were interrogated. But other than that, we don't know what it contains, but we know that the United Nations has responded promptly. The UN Secretary General has said he's appalled and is requiring an investigation, and UNRWA itself says it's investigating as well as sacking them. So I can only imagine that you're right, the information must be compelling.
The countries who've paused their aid, we're talking lots of money here. One thing we do know is that this will seriously hamper the agency, won't it?
It could easily hamper the agency, depending how long it lasts for. At the moment, they are very much in need of funding because they are running things in the Gaza Strip. UNRWA itself is an interesting organisation because it has the name UN in its title, but it's not an ordinary UN organisation. It's funded independently. It's been running since 1950. And it functions in many ways as a second government within the Palestinian territories, from Gaza through to the West Bank, in Lebanon, Syria and Jordan as well. And in that time, it's become embedded in Palestinian society. Most of the people who work there are local hire. And I think they have the prejudices and the beliefs that local hire people do. And in the past, we have heard allegations from Israel about Hamas and indeed PLO opinions seeping into UNRWA. And I guess now we're seeing that perhaps if these allegations are correct, other things have seeped into UNRWA, which includes violence as well. And that's very problematic for a United Nations organisation.